Thank you so much. So upon looking at that beautiful presentation by the 5th grade, I'm reminded in this Parshat Tisa that we find that there was a big mistake that the Jewish people made. Can someone with a raised hand help me out? Share with me what that was. That's right. You hear that over there? That's exactly correct. They built a golden calf. And not only did they build it, they also worshipped it, which is considered to be a big mistake, considered to be what's called idol worship, avodah zarah. Today I'd like to talk about why they decided to make and use gold. Because when it comes to worshiping an idol could be made out of anything. They could have just worshipped a stone, a piece of wood. Instead, they decided to use gold. To answer this question, and perhaps also to explain the beginning of our Parsha, which talks about how every single person, whether you're wealthy or poor, everyone had to give a coin called a machzis a shekel, a half-shekel coin, as a form of tzedakah, a form of charity. I'm wondering if there's a connection between the two. So, I take you all the way to a small town in McKeesport, Pennsylvania, which is pretty close to Pittsburgh. And many years ago, in this small town with one synagogue, there was a boy who was having his bar mitzvah. It happens. And this boy by the name of Mike had a huge bar mitzvah. But before we talk about the party, which that in itself was a whole amazing event with a big theme and DJs, and can you imagine how big it was? He did a beautiful service. He read from the Torah. He chanted the Haftorah beautifully. He did everything exactly perfect. And then afterwards, as sometimes this may happen, and may happen to you, at the end, the president of the synagogue approached the podium and gave him a very special gift in honor of his bar mitzvah. What did he give him? A very expensive, precious silver goblet. But not just like a regular cup, but the special cup to be able to make kiddush on Friday night, as we're so accustomed to knowing how to do. And he was so proud, and everyone was looking at it like, wow, look at this, the most expensive cup I've ever seen in my life. Wow, this kid is so lucky that he got this great gift. And he put it down, and then he went about his day, because downstairs was the big party. Now, of course, just like nowadays, everything is filmed. Even back then, they may not have had phones like we do to film, but they had these big recorders nonetheless, and they were filming everything. And the party came and it went, and it was a beautiful day. And then, as some people may do, a week, month, sometime later, they get the video and they start watching the video. And this boy Mike was a little bit upset. I shouldn't say it that way. He was really upset. He couldn't believe what the rabbi did. When the boy had left, they were still filming everything in the synagogue. And on film, red-handed, Mike saw the rabbi pick up his cup and walk away. And he asked his parents, he said, do you know where the cup is? This very expensive cup? Like, we don't know. We were looking through all your gifts and everything. It's not here. Like, the rabbi took my cup. I can't believe he did this. But he didn't want to say anything. He didn't want to call the rabbi out. So he's like, okay, fine. Years went by, and another celebration. Mike was engaged to be married. And of course, being in a small town, you get married by the rabbi of the synagogue. So Mike called up the rabbi and said, I don't know if you remember me. You haven't seen me probably for 15 years or so, but my name is Mike. Oh, of course! How could I forget? Wonderful. It's so nice that you called. So he told me, I have a simcha, I have a celebration. I'm getting married. So he said, that's great. It's the tradition, because I'm going to be officiating, I'm going to be in charge. Can I come to your house and we can talk about everything? So Mike said, of course. Yeah, come to my house. Again, in the back of his mind, he kept being bothered over and over about what the rabbi did to his cup. So the rabbi comes to his house, and they start talking, and it's a beautiful conversation. It's uplifting, and Mike is very excited. He said, Rabbi, you're such a great man. The rabbi humbly said, well, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, why are you saying it? Why are you saying it that way? Because I'll be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed in one mistake that you made in your life. Well, I wish it was only one, but what are you talking about? What did I do? He goes, I know you stole something. You took something. What? What did I take? What did I steal? I had a very, very expensive cup. And I saw on video that it was gone. So the rabbi thought for a second. He said, do you have still a bag, a talit bag that you wore for your bar mitzvah and your tefillin bag? Do you have it somewhere in your house? So he said, yeah, it's somewhere in storage. I have to look for it. Could you go get it? So Mike went, and he finally found this old talis bag, this old tefillin bag. What do you want this for, Rabbi? Why are you showing this? Why do you want me to get it? Just do me a favor, open it up. So Rabbi, now's not the time for me to pray. Just open it up. Just open it up. So Mike said, okay, fine, Rabbi. What do you want? I opened it. He goes, no, take this out. Take the talis bag out. Now what do you want me to do, Rabbi? Open it! Open it! And all of a sudden Mike looked in. And you could see in his eyes, in his face, you can see his reaction. He sticks his hand into the bag. He pulls out the cup. So what happened, Rabbi? Because the rabbi said, you don't understand. When you received this beautiful cup, I was so afraid that it was going to get lost. So I decided to find a very safe place for it. So I decided the best place is for me to put it into your talis bag. But unfortunately, this beautiful, beautiful gift remained in his bag, clearly from the day of his bar mitzvah until today. And the message is that just like this beautiful, beautiful cup, which is inside this bag, it needs to come out to be used. To be used for good things, for proper things, not to be wasted. So too our potential. Every one of us has this beautiful, beautiful cup, so to speak, inside of us. And we just need to be able to take it out and to use it well. I believe the mistake that the Jewish people made was not just the worshiping of that idol. It was that they took something which was very valuable, something precious, something special, gold, and they misused that beautiful gift. And the message at the beginning of the Parsha is, that we should not misuse the things that we have, but we need to use them for the right reasons. It's interesting to note that there's something in Hebrew called gematria, which means, just like in English, A would be the number 1, B would be the number 2, etc. So too when it comes to the Aleph Beis. Aleph is 1, Beis is 2. The word for money, mammon, is 136. Trust me. And the word for a ladder, which is a sulam, is also 136. Very interesting. There must be a connection. Because a ladder, you can go all the way up to the very, very heights with that ladder, or you can go all the way down. It's your choice. It's the same thing with money or anything that we could use. It could be used properly, or just like the golden calf, it can be misused. So my blessing to each and every one of you is for you to look within yourselves, to be able to find that inner beauty, to find your strengths, to find the things that you're great at, and to be able to use them. And by doing that, you will reach your full potential. Shabbat Shalom, everybody!